Oh, let's start. I should tell you who to go. Dave, let's start with you.
Jonnu Superstar Smith, just like we all knew. The guy that we all knew was a stud. Um, Listen, I had zero faith in him. And then I don't remember what week it was. All of a sudden, you see him just at the top of tight end rankings every single week, every single week. And you're like, there's no way he's going to keep it up, including me. I didn't think it. Every week, he was getting you, like, he was going off. I don't know where he finished as a tight end, but I know it was high. Four. See, look at that. Superstar. And you got him literally off the waiver wire probably halfway through the season because the first half, I don't want to say the first half, but the first amount of games, he was not doing anything. And then he just became, it was him and Brock Bowers and Trey McBride every week that were just superstars. So to get a tight end at a position, a position that is really hard to get, you got one for free. That's a steal to me. And that's the best you can ask for, especially, like I said, at a position where we're begging for points from that position. People were starting, me included, Kyle Pitts every week just because the tight end position was so bad. And so to get someone like Pitts for free was a steal.
Jonnu was our number one waiver wire pickup in week 13.
Stud.
Superstar.
Yes. Okay.
He came on our radar in week 12 because we didn't believe in that week 7 of 22.6 against Indy, which he then followed up with a 6 and a 9 and a 7. And then he became a stud and finished as tight end 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's go to Josh next.
All right, this one, I'm not going to tank this one, guys. Bucky Irving clearly was the best waiver wire pickup because it's at that prime position at the running back where everyone's hurting in the middle of the season. We're all looking for that guy who's going to bring us to the playoffs. Bucky Irving really took over that role over in Tampa Bay, catching balls, running the ball well, pretty much doing everything better than Rachaad White, pretty much everything. At the beginning of the season, he was only getting 31% snap shares in the 40s. Then middle of the season, started taking over 50%, taking over that role. And Bucky Irving was for sure the best player, not best player, best running back in that room because we had that Sean Tucker week. We had Rachaad White still wouldn't go away. And honestly, we talk about CMC being hurt. We talk about, all these situations where you need a running back bad. He was the guy who got you there to the playoffs. He was a stud down the line. He was drafted at ADP 58, I believe, when I was doing my research this morning. And he succeeded that. He's going to be drafted easily.
Way too high.
Yeah, you're right. He's going to be drafted way too high, but he's going to be worth it because he's not going away. This wasn't a one and done kind of thing. He's taking over this role. He's a running back from now on, and he helped you win. Now, I got something to say. I know we don't want to go long. Waiver wire pickup could be not just to help you win. It could just, I needed a guy. Like Cade Otton to me was a really, really strong, really, really strong candidate. I thought about him after I picked Bucky because when Cade stepped in, when Big Mike went down and Chris Godwin went down, he was freaking better than any tight end in the history of the world. But I'm still sticking with Bucky Irving.
Yeah. Bucky Irving first hit. I only say this because we have historical records of this. First hit our radar as a must pick up in week 4. So hopefully people paid attention and picked him up.
Yeah. Okay, Justin, let's hear yours.
Dude, Jauan Jennings. It was a week 1 waiver wire pickup. I'm pretty certain, or week 2 technically. He came in our list, I believe. Now I'm questioning my own self. Now I'm talking at the same time. This is difficult. Week 4. He was also in week 4. Okay, so Jauan Jennings not only was a waiver wire pickup in week 4, but he was also a waiver wire pickup in week 11 when he came back from injury. Because not only did we say, hey, go pick him up, and then immediately he started doing really well. Then he got hurt, and then we were like, okay, Jauan Jennings is dead. Apparently 46.5 points is only happening once in his lifetime. And then he came back from injury and started scoring 20 points a game again, and it was weird. And we were like, oh, go pick him back up. So he is a 2-time waiver wire pickup candidate here. He is really good. I don't know what to say. Just like all of these guys, honestly, they all had up and downs. They were all a roller coaster. Bucky Irving was just really good all season. Jonnu Smith had a very killer end of the year. Jauan Jennings, again, also on a roller coaster season. I can't hate any of these picks. My pick would probably be Jonnu, though. But that's also just me drafting Jonnu in every league every single season. So he was never a waiver wire pick.
You had first pick, buddy. You had first pick.
I know, but I didn't pick Jonnu because like I can't pick him up off the waivers if he's already on my roster.
Yeah, that is true. Oh
So
my
best-
gosh. I gotta I think Bucky Irving wins this. Bucky Irving has my heart. Yeah, Josh is gonna win that category. I think all of them were valiant options, but I don't think there was a better option than Bucky Irving.